What are your priorities this legislative session? I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow. I'm sure that you have things in your life that you wish government would fix. Most things probably not, but things like roads, bridges, taxes, schools, these type of things where you expect your local government to step up. But how much do your personal priorities align with your local government's priorities? Or better said, how much do theirs align with yours, because your priorities should be their priorities at the end of the day? Well, cities across the state and cities in Fort Bend County, for instance, are setting legislative agendas right now, including the ability to have more say over land use in places like Sugar Land. Sugar Land also wants to oppose any limits to cap revenue, which simply means property taxes. Missouri City is looking at options to give cities more control over economic development. And Fulshire is looking at state law surrounding annexation power after seeing a wave of disannexation requests. The city of Brownsville's legislative agenda was recently released, and they're looking at opposing all legislation focused on limiting cities' ability to have a say over your life. And they're also asking for funding for a joint law enforcement training center for local police, DPS, Customs and Border Patrol, and immigration. Houston wants to oppose unfunded mandates, but bring in more money for mobility, water infrastructure, and homelessness. And Austin ISD, like most school districts, is asking the state for more money. Simply put, every local jurisdiction, large and small, from emergency service districts to largest counties, have their eyes at least somewhat set on Austin for the next few months, either in a defensive posture or with their hands held out asking for more funding. But do you know that while they're doing this, they're spending your money to get more of your money? What I mean by that is local governments spend a lot on lobbyists to go and ask for more funding. Famously, a few years ago in Harris County sent a lobbyist who, when asked by a state senator if they were paid to be there to oppose taxpayer policies, said yes.
Madam Chair, you say you were hired by Harris County? That's correct. So we're using taxpayer dollars for you to come up here and testify against a bill that's going to benefit taxpayers. Yes, sir. Thank you again.
But he's not alone. Sugar Land has an almost $400,000 contract with an outside lobbying firm to push forward its policies. Missouri City is spending $96,000 per year. Fort Bend County is spending $216,000 per year. All of these governments spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to hire lobbyists to push policies that benefit them. Sometimes those policies also benefit the taxpayers who pay them, but that isn't always the priority. So not only should you be looking at what your local government's legislative priorities are, but you should be trying to figure out how much they're spending to pursue them. You elect local officials to represent you, and that includes before the legislature when needs arise. I can almost assure you that if you go and look into it, you'll find your local government is opposing taxpayer-funded policies like property tax relief and spending caps and banning taxpayer-funded lobbying and easing land use restrictions, and virtually any other policy that limits a city, county, or school district's ability to have a say over your life. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Texas Tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, and let us know if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you'd like us to talk about.